Join us for the journey through the wild, where rivers flow and dreams are reconciled. Amongst the whispering trees, a melody they bestow. Join us for the journey. Let your worries go through winding trails and paths unknown. A journey deeper, feeling free to roam. The weight lifts off, burdens start to fade in the serenity of nature, where peace is made. Join us for the journey through the trees, where nature's song brings gentle ease. Amongst the rustling leaves, a peaceful symphony. Join us for the journey, find serenity. The rustling leaves, a gentle breeze, they speak to me. Such ease at this sanctuary. I'm whole and complete in nature's embrace. My soul finds its in the morning light, under sky so gray. I lace up my boots, my mind in disarray. Leave the city's hustle, its frantic pace behind, to find some peace in nature, to clear my troubled mind. Join us for the journey through the wild, solemn sound amongst the whispering trees, a melody they bestow. Join us for the journey. Let your words go through winding trails and paths unknown. A journey deeper, feeling free to roam. The weight lifts off, burdens start to fade in the surrender.
Cool. All right. Yeah. No. Oh, it's been right back. Oh.
In the morning light, under sky so gray, I lace up my boots, my mind in disarray. Leave the city's hustle, its frantic pace behind, to find some peace in nature.
Pretty typical of English seaside towns. I thought we were going to have a lot more cloud than we do, so it's ended up getting quite bright. So if we start taking a walk along, yes, you will see the beginning of the Seven Sisters with the famous white cliffs that it's famous for. It's a little bit windy here. I think we're going to have a windy day because there's not a lot of shelter on the tops of those hills or even down here at the beach. So you may have to put up with a little bit of wind noise today. So coming down this morning on the train, there were a lot of people who were coming out to walk the Seven Sisters. I suspect going on the same route as I am. People usually start in Seaford and we're going to walk to a town at the other end of the Seven Sisters called Eastbourne. So this isn't a circular walk, this is pretty much a straight line. Doing some fishing down there. I wonder if he's having any success. So what you'll see here are old defences from previous wars. Not just the big world wars, but going back further than that, when they were worried about the French coming and taking over Napoleon. This is kind of an invasion on Britain, so you'll see quite a lot of fortresses of various descriptions. I'm not quite sure how clearly. There's a rather large sort of hill ascending up into the distance, and that's where we will be going. And just to the right of that is a golf course. To the left of that, the other right. I wonder if we've got any viewers. Is anyone watching at this stage? How many viewers do we have on Twitch? One viewer on Twitch. Okay, yeah. Type the names out for me, Ronald, and then I can give them a shout out. So here, Seaford Martello Tower, built to keep Napoleon out. So there you go. It really was from Napoleon times. New home, so now it's Seaford Museum. Let's get a bit, I'll get a bit of distance so that we can try and get that in shot so that you can see this. Oh yeah, right at the top there you can see a decommissioned cannon. Oh, that is a disappointment. I've been here several times before and there's usually a little food van that sells coffee and that type of thing, and I was secretly hoping to get a cup of coffee. But it doesn't seem to be. There's seats out there. Might be lucky. So they're the loos that people usually use before their expedition out. No, we're out of luck. Right. So there's new, more comfortable toilets on their way, not quite open yet. That's all right. Okay, so these little beach huts that I quite often see on British seaside towns. I don't think I've ever seen them in use. I've never seen anyone ever use them, but maybe I don't come down here at the right time of year. And if you look at the surface of this beach, it's not exactly conducive to sandcastles. A lot of beaches in Britain have that sort of pebble beaches. They certainly do have beautiful sandy beaches in spots, but these pebble beaches are not unusual. So I guess those huts would be good for shelter from the elements, from the wind and that type of thing. Not very big. Sort of not even sort of enough room to sort of recline in them. But
he does look really Frenchy sometimes, and then sometimes he gets huggy. Yeah. But he's actually sweet.
Sorry, I didn't catch that. Yes, yeah, beautiful sunny day today. Not so much. When I was on the train on the way down, there was rain hitting the windows, and I thought, oh, it's going to be a wet walk. But then I looked at the forecast, and it said that it was clearing up, it was going to be dry, and it is a beautiful sunny day. Still with a cool breeze, but not bad for walking, because once I start heading up those climbs, I'm going to warm up a bit, and I won't mind that cool breeze. So
the sky so gray, I lace up my boots, my mind in disarray. Leave the city's hustle, its frantic pace behind, to find some peace in nature, to clear my troubled mind.
there's a boat full of water. Seaford Bay. Okay, we're going to step away from the beach and we're going to head up, have our first little gentle climb, and that's when we'll get a little bit more of a view of the far off horizon. Now we are fairly close to, I think this is just about as close as you can get to no, actually you probably can get a lot closer to France than this, but I have heard of people being able to pick up their phones switching to French mobile phone networks, so we're close enough to actually pick up French networks, so that's pretty close, I would have thought. So this is Seaford Platinum Jubilee Beacon. Okay. Oh, hang on. Is that okay? Yeah? I don't think I've moved it. Okay, alright, hang on. Okay, you'll have to wait 5 minutes for it to catch up, but that's good? Okay, alright, I'll leave it like that then. So, yeah. So as we get to the top here, you'll be able to see where the golf course is. So, I might go this way. Ooh. So, yeah, I think you'll probably be able to see some golfers out there on the golf course, and you'll be able to see how it just keeps going up. So these cliffs are pretty tall, and it's a long way down, and you'll notice that they're all fenced off, and those fences move fairly regularly as the cliffs crumble. If you see there's sort of a fracture in that chalk. One day in the not too distant future, a bit of that cliff is going to fall off, and so as coastlines do, they get eroded away by the ocean, and so they have to keep moving these fences back further to ensure that people don't don't go into the water. And people do, do silly things, trying to get a good shot and going right to the edge of the cliff and discovering that they haven't got a sure foot and going into the drink and probably not surviving to tell the tale. So there's the golf clubhouse. These boys mean business, they're on the move. That's my pace, so under normal circumstances I think I'd be probably trying to keep up with them, but carrying a camera, I have to go at a more leisurely pace. Apologies if there's a lot of wind noise coming through. If we do have anyone in the audience that has any questions or comments, you can certainly post them through, and Ronald will pass them on to me, and I'll do my best to answer any questions or give you a shout out. Let us know where you're watching from as well. I'm interested to know where our audience is coming from. Sorry, Ronald, I'm not hearing much from you. I wouldn't mind just knowing what's going on. Okay. 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 So if anyone, what about on the other channels, Ronald? Have we got anyone on YouTube or Facebook? I was worried it was going to be a little bit wetter than it is. I'm glad it's not wet, because chalk is quite slippery when it's wet. Is anyone watching on the other platforms? Or do we not know? Okay. Alright, so first little climb. Excuse the heavy breathing. Alright, let's have a look. There's Seaford. That's where we've come from, that's where we started this morning. And some other places further up the coast. And Seaford goes back a fair way. Well, look, you could have a seat and a foot bath. Cool your sore feet from the hike. Another view of Seaford in all its sunny glory. Alright, let's get to the top of this. Now, we're not actually at Seven Sisters yet, so we've got a long descent and then we'll get a view of the first of the Seven Sisters. We have to take a little bit of a detour. There's a water inlet and there's no easy crossing, so we do have to sort of follow the river, the inlet, until we find a bridge. Here we go. Now, if you were looking at the promotional photos of the Seven Sisters, you'll see here, you'll recognize these things here, the Seven Sisters. When I get to the end there, I might stand still for a bit and we'll see if we can if we can count 7 of them. There seems to be some debate about whether there are actually 7 or possibly 8 sisters. Now there's lots of theories about why these hills were called Seven Sisters. Obviously because there's around about 7 of them, so that makes sense. But there are some theories, but I don't think there's any conclusive answer about where the name comes from. It goes back so far that it's sort of the source of the name has been lost. Unless I'm mistaken, I do believe that that that's the case. It's one of those things where no one can quite tell. But there's some interesting theories. I think some interesting theories about 7 sisters who lived around here, and them being named after actual 7 female siblings. But presumably those 7 sisters must have, you know, come to notoriety for some reason or another. So I'm not quite sure why it was that they had certain cliffs named for them. So if we look out, I'm afraid, if you see here, there's a piece of rope telling me not to go any further, and I'm not tempted to cause a cliff collapse and to go down myself, I'm afraid. So anyone wanting any precarious sort of adventurous shots, I'm afraid you're going to be disappointed. But there we are, the 7 sisters. I'll stand still for a bit and see if we can. So there's the 7 cliffs. We're going to cross all of them, and then right at the end you'll see that there's a lighthouse. So the lighthouse, I would say, probably is about 2/3 of the way there. So there's still a fair old distance even after that lighthouse to make our way into Eastbourne. Okay. Ah, fantastic. All right, people are sharing this on Facebook. Thank you very much. It's really important at this stage, with us being new, if this kind of thing you think would be interesting to people who you know, or if you'd just like to help us get the word out about what we're doing, then we really, really do appreciate it. You hear that a lot with media producers sort of saying that liking, subscribing, hitting the notification bell and all of those things is very valuable, and it is. That's because it is. But so possibly it goes without saying, but yes, if you do know anyone that might like to tune in and go on some virtual hikes around the UK and abroad, we're going to Italy in April, so you can come along for a walk along the Amalfi Coast in Italy at the start of April. We're going to put together a little content calendar so that you can know specifically where we're going to be. But coming up next week, we're doing the 4th leg of the Thames Walk, and this should be quite a good one for those people who are interested in London landmarks, because we're going to start at the Brunel Museum. We'll take in Tower Bridge, London Bridge, the Tate Modern Gallery, and I expect we'll get as far as the London Eye. So a very different landscape from what we can view now. We'll be in central London, walking along the South Bank. And so that is part of our Thames Path series, which is going to take us all the way up to the source of the Thames, northwest of London. So join in for that. That's 10:30 a.m. UTC on a Wednesday, and then pretty much every Wednesday after that. There might be some exceptions when we might be doing something a bit different. If I'm in Italy, or more immediately, I'll be in the Shetland Islands in the far north of Scotland, and so that will be coming up right at the start of April, and then the following week in Italy. So we've got some interesting locations, and I'm going to do my best to make sure that they're live streamed for you and that we cover them, so you can come along for these virtual walks And one of the ideas of live streaming them is that you can be involved, you can be a director. So if we pass something that you're interested in and you want to take a closer look, or if you have any questions, or you can, if you imagine yourself being there virtually, so as much participation as we can get, very much encouraged. Otherwise, what's the point in live streaming if it's just me? If you're watching this live and you don't get to feel like you're a part of it, or that you can play a role in directing the action, then there's lots of fantastic products out there in the community. Loads of people producing really high quality stuff, pre-recorded stuff. So I'm afraid I'm not going to be able to compete with that, but one of the things that I thought I might be able to offer is the live streaming element, which I like.
In the morning light, under sky so gray, I lace up my boots, my mind in disarray. Leave the city's hustle, its frantic pace behind, to find some peace in nature. Join us for the journey through wild, where rivers flow,
And try and take people along.
in the morning light, under sky so gray. I lace up my boots, my mind in disarray. Leave the city's hustle, its frantic pace behind, to find some peace in nature. Join us for the journey through wild, where rivers flow and dreams are reconciled. Amongst the whistling trees, a melody they bestow. Join us for a journey, let your worries go. Through winding trails and paths unknown, I journey deeper, feeling free to roam. The weight lifts up. In the morning light, under sky so gray, I lace up my boots, my mind in disarray. Leave the city's hustle, its frantic pace behind, to find some peace in nature. Join us for the journey through wild, where rivers flow and dreams are reconciled. Amongst the whistling trees, a melody they bestow. Join us for a journey, let your worries go. Through winding trails and paths unknown, I journey deeper, feeling free to roam. The weight lifts off, burdens start to fade. In the serenity of nature, she sees her. Oh, winding trails and paths unknown, I journey deeper, feeling free to roam. The weight lifts off, burdens start to fade. In the serenity of nature, when nature's song brings gentle ease amongst the rustling leaves, a peaceful symphony. Join us for the journey, find serenity. The rustling leaves, the gentle breeze, They speak to me with such ease. In this sanctuary, I'm whole and complete. In nature's embrace, my soul finds its beat. Join us for the journey. Join us for the journey on the train. In the morning light, under sky so gray, I lace up my boots, my mind in disarray. Leave the city's hustle, its frantic pace behind, to find some peace in nature. Join us for the journey through wild, where rivers flow and dreams dreams are reconciled amongst the whistling trees, a melody they bestow. Join us for a journey, let your worries go. Through winding trails and paths unknown, I journey deeper, feeling free to roam. The weight lifts off, burdens start to fade. In the serenity of nature, she sees me. Oh, winding trails and paths unknown, I journey deeper, feeling free to roam. The weight lifts off, burdens start to fade in the serenity of nature. When nature's song brings gentle ease amongst the rustling leaves, a peaceful symphony. Join us for the journey, find serenity. The rustling leaves, the gentle breeze, they speak to me with such ease. In this sanctuary, I'm whole and complete. In nature's embrace, my soul finds its beat. Join us for the journey. Join us for the journey on the trail. In the morning light, under sky so gray, I lace up my boots, my mind in disarray. Leave the city's hustle, its frantic pace behind, to find some peace in nature. Join us for the journey through wild, where rivers flow and dreams are reconciled amongst the whistling trees, a melody they bestow. Join us for a journey, let your worries go. Through winding trails and paths unknown, I journey deeper, feeling free to roam. The weight lifts off, burdens start to fade. In the serenity of nature, she sees her. Oh, winding trails and paths unknown, I journey deeper, feeling free to roam. The weight lifts off, burdens start to fade in the serenity of nature. When nature's song brings gentle ease amongst the rustling leaves, a peaceful symphony. Join us for the journey, find serenity. The rustling leaves, the gentle breeze, they speak to me with such ease. In this sanctuary, I'm whole and complete. In nature's embrace, my soul finds its beat. Join us for the journey. Join us for the journey on the trail. In the morning light, under sky so gray, I lace up my boots, my mind in disarray. Leave the city's hustle, its frantic pace behind, to find some peace in nature. Join us for the journey through wild, where rivers flow and dreams are reconciled. Amongst the whistling trees, a melody they bestow. Join us for a journey, let your worries go. Through winding trails and paths unknown, I journey deeper, feeling free to roam. The weight lifts off, burdens start to fade. In the serenity of nature, she sees her. Oh, winding trails and paths unknown, I journey deeper, feeling free to roam. The weight lifts off, burdens start to fade in the serenity of nature. When nature's song brings gentle ease amongst the rustling leaves, a peaceful symphony. Join us for the journey, find serenity. The rustling leaves, the gentle breeze, they speak to me with such ease. In this sanctuary, I'm whole and complete. In nature's embrace, my soul finds its beat. Join us for the journey. Join us for the journey on the trail. In the morning light, under sky so gray, I lace up my boots, my mind in disarray. Leave the city's hustle, its frantic pace behind, to find some peace in nature. Join us for the journey through wild, where rivers flow and dreams are reconciled. Amongst the whistling trees, a melody they bestow. Join us for the journey, let your worries go. Through winding trails and paths unknown, I journey deeper, feeling free to roam. The weight lifts off, burdens start to fade in the serenity of nature. Peace is done. Oh, winding trails and paths unknown, I journey deeper, feeling free to roam. The weight lifts off, burdens start to fade in the serenity of nature. When nature's song brings gentle ease amongst the rustling leaves, a peaceful symphony. Join us for the journey, find serenity. The rustling leaves, the gentle breeze, they speak to me with such ease. In this sanctuary, I'm whole and complete. In nature's embrace, my soul finds its beat. Join us for the journey. Join us for the journey on the trail. In the morning light, under sky so gray, I lace up my boots, my mind in disarray. Leave the city's hustle, its frantic pace behind, to find some peace in nature. Join us for the journey through wild, where rivers flow and dreams are reconciled. Amongst the whistling trees, a melody they bestow. Join us for a journey, let your worries go. Through winding trails and paths unknown, I journey deeper, feeling free to roam. The weight lifts off, burdens start to fade. In the serenity of nature, she sees me. Oh, winding trails and paths unknown, I journey deeper, feeling free to roam. The weight lifts off, burdens start to fade. In the serenity of nature, when nature's song brings gentle ease amongst the rustling leaves, a peaceful symphony. Join us for the journey, find serenity. The rustling leaves, the gentle breeze, they speak to me with such ease. In this sanctuary, I'm whole and complete. In nature's embrace, my soul finds its beat. Join us for the us for the journey on the train. In the morning light, under sky so gray, I lace up my boots, my mind in disarray. Leave the city's hustle, its frantic pace behind, to find some peace in nature. Join us for the journey through wild, where rivers flow and dreams are reconciled. Amongst the whistling trees, a melody they bestow. Join us for the journey, let your worries go. Through winding trails and paths unknown, I journey deeper, feeling free to roam. The weight lifts off, burdens start to fade. In the serenity of nature, peace is done. Oh, winding trails and paths unknown, I journey deeper, feeling free to roam. The weight lifts off, burdens start to fade in the serenity of nature. When nature's song brings gentle ease amongst the rustling leaves, a peaceful symphony. Join us for the journey, find serenity. The rustling leaves, the gentle breeze, they speak to me with such ease. In this sanctuary, I'm whole and complete. In nature's embrace, my soul finds its beat. Join us for the journey. Join us for the journey on the train. light under sky so gray. I lace up my boots, my mind in disarray. Leave the city's hustle, its frantic pace behind, to find some peace in nature. Join us for the journey through wild, where rivers flow and dreams are reconciled. Amongst the whistling trees, a melody they bestow. Join us for a journey, let your worries go. Through winding trails and paths unknown, I journey deeper, feeling free to roam. The weight lifts off, burdens start to fade. In the serenity of nature, she sees me. Oh, winding trails and paths unknown, I journey deeper, feeling free to roam. The weight lifts off, burdens start to fade. In the serenity of nature, when nature's song brings gentle ease amongst the rustling leaves, a peaceful symphony. Join us for the journey, find serenity. The rustling leaves, the gentle breeze, they speak to me with such ease. In this sanctuary, I'm whole and complete. In nature's embrace, my...
In the morning light, under sky so gray, I lace up my boots, my mind in disarray. Leave the city's hustle, its frantic pace behind.